But was this game more about the Thunder or the Celtics? Lexi, I'm going to start with you. I know you're a Celtics fan. Y'all took the L.
Well, yeah, we're missing Porzingis still. Took too many threes.
63.
Too many. But yeah, I think that game was more about the Thunder. And I think now they're just rallying around SGA because he deserves that MVP. I don't care what anybody says. So I think that game was personal for him. They went into the Garden and won. That's not easy to do. And he's just so consistent. And I think people are like sometimes bored with his just consistency. But I think that's what makes him the MVP, is you know what you're going to get from him every night.
Consistent like Chipotle, I would say.
Yes.
You know what you're going to get every time you go there.
Like Chipotle.
Never strays. But more, Mr. B, game more about the Thunder or the Celtics?
Neither, about SGA.
It's about Shai Gilbert.
Performance. Going against the defending champs in Boston, playing against, Jaylen Brown, a great defender, Drew Holiday, the whole team defends, and putting the team on your back in Boston and going in and get a win like that, that was definitely a statement game. And then to have the spotlight of your logo on the TD Garden after, that was very, very cocky, but I like that.
We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Shout out to Converse. Gil applied pressure on this show, said y'all need to be doing more marketing for SGA. Y'all got it done last night with some elite level trolling. We will hit that in 1 second. But can the Celtics continue to live and die by the three? 63 three-point attempts. On pace, I think, for NBA
yes,
record amount of attempts.
That's too many. Like, there has to be a limit at some point. But yeah, I still think the way they're playing, they'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's why I picked the Bucks.
I think they're gonna still win it all.
That's why I picked the Bucks. The biggest flaw for them is they shoot so many threes.
Ain't got no flaw.
If they're 10, 15, 20 threes for that 50, 60, Giannis is not going to do that, right? So he's going to be getting twos. You're shooting, they took 229 worth of points last night, had a score of 112. They're taking, when they lose, look at what they're scoring.
Right.
Look at what they're scoring when they lose. They're averaging about 106, but they're taking 60 threes, 55 threes. Those are the games they can't win. They don't even have a chance to win.
You said 200 and...
They shot 63 threes, right? So that's 182. That's 189.
Yep.
Right? So, and then they took 22s, 40. Okay. Added together.
Okay,
that's how many points.
I mean, but like, what can you say? They're in second place in the East. The defending champs.
But that's what I'm saying. But think about a playoff team, right? When you're talking about matching up. This performance, you lost, right? Just like you lost here. Every time you've had this performance, you lost. The only way to get rid of someone like Giannis, who's just going to the basket the whole time, that means he's shooting at a 58 to 63% rate on layups. You have to shoot 45 and above at the rate you're doing, because he's getting free throws and layups. So he's gonna take away some of them shots. So you have to be shooting at a high rate. Yeah. You have them bad performances where you're shooting under 25 makes with a 60 shots, you can't win that game.
At what number is still considered living and dying? Because I feel like if they take 40 to 45 threes, like that's still a lot of threes, but for them, no. But I feel like they can adjust.
How many threes did the Warriors take in 2017 and 18?
Give me 1 second.
I'm sure y'all won?
Yeah.
Y'all was making them, though.
Also, everyone else
was
shooting
second. That's what I'm
like
saying. I know a team that the high after coming down from winning the championship, they know where they're gonna be at. But that's the goal.
But 60 is a lot.
But they're not.
Celtics are averaging 48.2 threes per game right now.
Right, like 60 is a lot.
Would you say, Nick, Warriors in 2017,
But
18?
you see,
Do you see what they're relying on?
They only shot 31. And
Damn.
You see what they're relying on? They're relying on the data. The data says if I shoot 32% out of this, how many?
60.
63s. It's plenty enough points if we have a good game where we're actually hitting. So think about the games when we are hitting, how we blow those teams out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so like
Right,
I'm not
how-
gonna change.
That's one.
No,
But that's
wait.
one out
Here's-
of
here's-
every
Y'all
10
acting
games.
like
Let me
they
land,
shoot
let me
all
land.
threes.
Look,
Did y'all
they
see
do.
that guy with number?
Nigga, they
Jason
do.
Tatum?
Go ahead.
They do.
Go ahead, Cemetery
Did
Larry.
y'all
They
see
shot,
that?
they shot 80 shots. A nigga 63 is threes.
63
all right.
out of their 94
80
attempts.
shots, 60. They shot 63 threes. They have 80
Did you
something.
see that guy?
94.
So Cemetery Larry, what
Take
were
all
you saying?
threes.
Nobody
Take
said,
all
we didn't say they took a bunch of,
Still
63.
took more threes than twos though.
Not even close. It's not even close.
He
Yeah,
took
look at this.
13 threes and 10
The
twos.
guy had 10 points too.
40. Look at it. Just look.
The guy had 10 points too. He ain't gonna have 10 points every game.
So what were you
That ain't
saying?
gonna never happen.
But you're chucking shots. I don't.
But
Who?
Jalen Brown scoring 10
Mr.
points
Larry
never
Nixon.
gonna happen again
Shot.
against.
So the other guys on the team that really shoot well from the three, if they ever get hot, they are all probably 37% from three or above.
You got guys like Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, guys we know who.
Derek White, you know, and then you got Drew Holiday that can get hot. And then you got fucking
Porzingis.
Al Horford that can get hot. He's known to just rely on that shot now. So if they're shooting 35 or below, that's still great for them.
Yeah.
Still great for them.
Against most teams who get to shoot with them.
I'm saying for them.
So you're just saying like you're
for
you're
them.
hypothetically saying if they match up with the Bucks.
If they're matched up with the Bucks, because the Bucks is not
They're
gonna,
not gonna
they're
do
not
that.
gonna shoot 63s where who has
You don't know,
42%.
they might.
Well, you have to depend on us.
Shit, they might.
You have to depend on us missing that night, though.
Yeah. One
You have to depend. You have to. If we don't miss that, that's a bad night for us. At 31%.
Is 42% good? 42.9.
Yes,
So
for
43%
three?
from the three.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
They scored 97 points, got blown out by 20.
Shooting 42%.
Shooting 42%.
What did the other team shoot? They had to shoot 50%
Wait, what
from the
team
field.
is this?
Celtics shooting 37% as a team this season on
Horrible.
48.2 attempts.
Regardless,
30% as-
regardless how we
Yes.
see it. They're looking at it.
30%,
Yeah.
though?
Yeah,
That's not
37.
good.
No, 37%.
37.
30.
That's pretty
Porzingis
good for a
is-
team.
I
That's
know.
shooting that's
Well,
shooting that many.
Yeah, they're shooting
That's
37.
okay.
Yeah, 36.3.
Yeah, the other team, the team they lost to, which was Detroit, shot 52% from the field.
Yeah, they had a great game.
Because they're going for two.
But they
Yeah,
have
well,
to
that's
have-
what happened.
going for
What
twos.
what game were we talking about when
Going for
they
twos.
lost all those O boards? Who did they play? What game was that?
And there was
So
New
you
York.
telling me we got a bet then?
Was it New
Going.
York?
I'll bet you if they.
There was. They're what
I've
47
already
and
did the
19.
calculations on it.
And then we said that,
I'm
that
not
Warriors
tripping
was
over
31,
losing
30,
a game.
I think it's 31 threes a
We
game,
shot
something
too
like
many
that. Warriors
threes.
shooting, but yeah,
16.
but
No,
Too many.
17,
But what
18,
I'm saying,
17,
I'm
18.
trying to
Warriors
tell
are
y'all,
shooting
they don't
42
care
threes a
about
game this
missing
season.
threes
I
because
don't
third in
think
the
they
league.
on a
do
good
either.
game, on a
2017
good
was
night,
31 a game.
they're gonna hit.
In 2018, it was 29 attempts a game.
and this season they're shooting 42.3.
OKC, they went 9
was
for
winning.
46
Shot 29
from the
threes.
three-point line.
Niggas are shooting 6. Bro.
When last night?
No, the first time they played, the last time they scored 92 points, and OKC 44 from the field. Like, you give somebody like when you're shooting that bad, you're it's not like you're breaking 100 when you're shooting. This was at 200. What's the name worth of shots? That's how much you're missing. That's how much you're giving up on shooting. So if somebody's just coming in making layups, you have to be on fire.
Well, yeah,
to
you
catch
have to depend on the twos getting
You have to,
converted.
then you have to now rank our defense.
Yeah.
Now you say, what are we doing defensively? Are we stopping our guys to actually give us more chances to convert on our three-point misses? So if we come down and we miss 3 in a row, we get 2 stops, we don't lose on those Giannis 2s. We still can hit 2 in a row
That's-
on getting stops on Giannis,
I'm
depending
willing
on
to
where
bet.
we rank defensively.
I mean,
if we are top 10 defense, we can then live on
not
being
stopping
top 30. We're 13th in the league in three-point
Giannis gonna
shooting
have to guard too,
at
though.
37%.
Oh, no,
They're not
that's what he
gonna
does.
change
But
their
ain't nobody,
entire
but ain't nobody
for a
stopping Giannis.
hypothetical
Like I said, look,
matchup of the
right
Bucks
here.
against the Bucks.
Six,
No way.
16.
We're shooting 37.
One at a time, one at a time.
Here's another one.
How many
16,
times they played
16 for 46.
Bucks were
16 for 46 from the three. The Toronto Raptors shoot 50% from the field. Boston shot more shots, but obviously, the more layups that they're making, they beat them 110-97.
who was in that
What's
game?
the Boston Celtics record? How many games
That's
they
49,
lost?
47
They've
and
lost
19.
19 games.
Man.
You talking about 2 of the 19?
Right?
I'm talking every.
Not even thinking
I'm saying-
about what he's saying.
But-
Like,
but-
our percentages work in
Right,
our
exactly.
favor.
But I'll say-
We just
no matter
won a
what he's
championship.
saying.
What I'll say though,
Just won a
23 and
championship.
12 at
No,
home
no,
this
no, no.
season.
Yeah.
The what?
23-12 at home this season for the Celtics.
They shoot more threes at home. So all these
Because last year they were.
what, 37-4, something like that?
Yeah,
Last
they
year they
barely
had,
lost
like-
at home last year.
it's their Achilles heel.
It's the honeymoon.
When they don't realize it, and you're going to play against a guy like,
Yes,
remember,
playoff.
when you're shooting 40-something and you're missing, this team is going to win that, right? The only way you blow them out is if you're on fire, which in a 7-game series, that's going to be 1.5 times. You're going to be bad 1.5 times. What does that middle look like? It's an equal thing. 1.5, you're going to be on fire. 1.5, you're going to be off, right? What does the other 4 games look like for you?
So do you see,
Boston.
do you
No,
see-
they don't shoot twos.
but do you
That's
see
the
them?
thing. They don't shoot
But when they
twos.
do,
But they
make
can't.
So that means they got to go 25
But when
for
they
30.
do, they make them.
But Lexi, do you see them shifting their strategy at all when
No.
it comes playoff time,
No.
reducing that three-pointer?
I mean, everybody changes their strategies
Yeah.
in the playoffs. That's what playoffs is about.
Because they have dudes that can get to the bucket and get.
That's what I said. They're
But 60 is too many, though. But they're not going to change their philosophy for a hypothetical matchup against the Bucks in the playoffs.
And is this a way to conserve energy for them by taking all these threes?
It's a lot of threes.
Live and die by it.
What's a good percentage for a shooting guard? Field goal percentage for a shooting guard?
how high level is he? How many shots is he getting?
Over 40,
High volume, high usage.
Depends.
Let's say 45%.
45%.
Solid.
That's very
45.
Very
That's
good.
good.
Very good, right?
Yeah.
Celtics are shooting 46 from the field as a team.
Because it's all them damn threes.
As a team,
From the
that's,
field?
That's good as a team. 45% from the field.
Yeah, even
Right?
with all
Yes.
those threes.
So with all those threes, you're shooting 36 from the 3, 46 from the 2.
Means you are
If we have a
very
bad
good
game
teams.
from the 3,
They're very good at twos.
if we take enough 2s, which is his argument, that they don't take enough
I'm glad
2s,
you corrected yourself.
they take enough 2s, we offset at any point because of our percentages. We shoot a high percentage.
They
as a
have the
team.
ability to adjust, but will they? I guess
Yes.
is the question.
And it depends on what team they're adjusting
Exactly.
to. You know, Jalen will be more aggressive depending on who's he going against. Jason, he's proven he's aggressive against certain guys. Porzingis is not out there. I mean, I think they're in a good position, like she said.
If
I
you
think
shoot
they're in a
20,
great-
if you're shooting,
Did they need to shoot all those threes last night?
Yes.
To go against OKC?
Yes.
no. Because what is the young fella doing? What is the motherfucker they losing to doing? Where is he doing?
Going right to the rim?
Right,
What,
right to
what
the rim.
shots are we missing?
Threes.
Regular
Threes.
shots that we take on the regular
Man.
basis. We're Phoenix Suns, right? D'Antoni, Steve Nash, Quentin Richardson, Joe Johnson.
Yeah.
We're not changing. These are shots we shoot.
Yeah.
Keep shooting, guys. We know we make these shots. What do you mean? We're not tripping. Our percentages are going to go up because we know we're supposed to make these shots.
Yeah.
These are regular shots. They just missed.
So let's shift back to the potential.
46% shooting 15 twos, 22s, while the other team is shooting 42s.
And we only go up.
The
more we shoot, the more the percentage goes
But
up.
think what I'm saying. If you're at 46% shooting only 22s, and I'm shooting 42s at 38%, I'm scoring more than you.
So you saying you would change your formula after winning the championship?
No, I'm saying there's one team out there who hasn't gravitated to that style, and that can be a danger point for them taking this many threes because the guy they're playing against, like think about the teams that they lose to, they're not chucking threes with them. Like the teams that chuck threes with them, they're gonna blow them out of the water.
Okay.
Right? They're gonna beat the Indiana, they're gonna beat those guys. The teams that sit there and they're gonna drive and their point guard is getting, or their shooting guard is getting to the lane, getting these twos, getting these and ones, getting these twos, hitting these mid-ranges, he's piling up his points while you're just chucking threes. So he has 40 layups. They got 40 mid-range jump shots, 33s. You got 63s, 20 layups.
Did you say they?
That calculates, that offsets the threes you're making. That's why I said there's one team that they can't play against.
And who you said Bucks?
To Milwaukee.
That's
the
the Giannis. It's just Giannis. How Giannis
they're gonna
plays can hurt
adjust.
them.
They're gonna
if
adjust
they,
What
if
about
they
the Cavs, though? If it's not the
6 more than
it's not-
last season is
Cavs,
Yeah.
6 more.
What if it's
what?
not the Bucks and it's the Cavs or something? Yeah. Like what if it's the Cavs playing them second round?
Y'all
Cavs is a
tripping, bruh.
three-point shooting team too. Any three-point shooting team, like Cavs have that middle ground too, but If you're going to shoot 40, 50 threes with them, they're going to beat you at that game. Just like with Golden State. You try to play their game, that's what they're good at.
Talking about a team that played both ends and they got a future MVP on it.
Cool, but what I'm saying is you have to shoot a certain amount of threes and made if you're playing against it. This is like playing against Shaq, right? If Shaq is going to go down, Shaq and Kobe, they're going down there dunking and making mid-ranges and they're taking 90 shots, but 50 of them are twos. You have to hit a fucking high clip.
Which they do.
How many threes Tatum took?
Hold on.
Yesterday.
This year, they averaging how many threes a game?
48.
48 threes a game this year.
Okay.
Last year, how many you think they averaged?
42.
Right.
43.
Okay.
So at 43, what do you think their percentages that they shot as a team?
As for threes?
30,
37, 40.
38.
38%.
Right? So now that they're at 36, they took 6 more shots a game. Why would we change anything? This is a formula for success.
Yeah, that's what
We wouldn't change nothing out of this. We wouldn't change nothing because the numbers are the same. And we're taking 6
You
more.
can say that and still say 60 attempts is too many, but they don't
I thought
have
you're-
to change their whole
They don't
formula.
have to. Right.
You're saying the same thing. You keep saying how many threes in their percentage. And I'm saying, cool.
But
But there's one team out there in the East that offsets this output. There's not even a team. It's one person that offsets this out. The
You
guy.
think?
Yeah.
What if they match up and
It's
Giannis starts
elbows and
shooting
boxes.
threes?
Yeah.
Elbows and boxes. We call it a
Giannis
boxing one.
Giannis got
Man.
smart enough. not
Boxing
to
one
chuck
on Giannis.
threes.
But
He
what
not
if
gonna
they
do
get
shit
to
tonight.
game
Again,
one?
But so the reality is,
blow 'em out 'cause they hit 40
as it stands
threes.
right now,
Just like
they
they
would
do.
only see that team in the conference finals.
But what I'm
Giannis
saying-
would have to go.
Like they're acting like I'm saying they're going to lose. I'm saying there's one person
Milwaukee.
that can offset it. Not a team.
Okay.
I
There's
know.
one person that's going to average 30-something. He's going to be getting in the
Hold that.
lane, and that's going to offset these chuck threes you're taking. You're taking, think about what I'm
Giannis
saying.
won't average 30 against.
Think about what
But
I'm
he
saying.
gotta guard,
They shot
too.
42% from
He is
the
gonna guard.
three. They
Gotta
shot
guard Tatum.
42% from the three and lost because they're two-pointers. They made 13 twos. That is not good. The other team is making 40
played
Your
and
man versus
32.
my man. Tatum versus Greek Freak. He got to guard that
Listen,
man
Jason
too.
Tatum does not want to play against Giannis
That's
one-on-one.
what I'm
You do not
saying.
want that. That's not even a good matchup.
If you make
Sure, Giannis
13
is not-
threes,
He gonna make.
Okay.
if you
Box
make,
one.
Not taking
if you
Sit
make
him back there like this.
13 layups, right? And this team makes 33 layups. How many threes do you need to make just to catch that? Then if they make threes, you have to match that. That'd be like it's real calculation.
But you would have to play trash ass defense.
Yeah.
You'd
Wait,
have to
but
give
what
up
about the-
100% from the
And what about
field.
the rest of
It's
the-
weird.
what
You're
about
not
the rest of
accounting
the-
for the defense.
I said
Yeah,
50%.
What about the rest of the Bucks that shoot threes? Are they going to not shoot threes anymore either?
50%, or it's not part, if not
But
the.
when that the Bucks got out the first round,
I said Giannis. I didn't say that, but I said Giannis.
Giannis.
I know.
I said
That's what I'm saying.
Giannis.
Why
But
would
we
you
can
worry
stop
about
the
that?
one guy. We can stop
Yeah.
him.
They got
We can stop
Or
him.
let Giannis do his
They
thing
gotta
and
win.
stop
They-
everybody else.
they not-
Whichever one we do,
They all shoot
we
a lot
make
of
the
threes,
three. If we
too.
make threes, we good.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. We asked the chat, are the Celtics shooting too many threes? 82% of the chat said yes.
They think everybody's
But
shooting too much.
let's move on. So Jaylen Brown said.